Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 10 of Diehlman at Halftime, the NBA podcast that tops all others. I'm your host, Larry Diehlman. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome aboard, and if you've been a loyal listener, welcome back. We have much to get to today and not a lot of time to do it. We have 5 sections that we'll get into: a general overview of the NBA this week, and our usual highlight, lowlight, random stat, and game of the week. I hope everyone is ready for Christmas, and my early Christmas present to you all is releasing this episode a day earlier than usual on Sunday instead of Monday. A team in the West received much-needed help this week. Memphis Grizzlies point guard Ja Morant returned from his 25-game suspension on Tuesday against the Pelicans. Morant was suspended because of repeated offenses last season where he flashed a gun on Instagram Live. The former number 2 overall pick from Murray State hit the game winner against New Orleans, which brought his stat line to 34 points on 12 of 24 shooting, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Not bad for a guy playing his first game of the year coming off a suspension. Memphis had a 6-19 record during Morant's absence, including an abysmal 0-6 start, but they've won 3 straight since Morant's return. While on the topic of players who have had recent legal trouble, Charlotte Hornets forward Miles Bridges was denied entry to Canada for the Hornets game against the Toronto Raptors last Monday. Toronto won that game 114-99, by the way. Apparently, our northern neighbors denied Bridges due to his domestic abuse case. He was accused of assaulting the mother of his children in front of them. In exchange for pleading no contest in June of 2022, Bridges is on probation for the next 3 years and, according to ESPN, quote, must adhere to a 10-year criminal protection order for the mother of his children, weekly narcotics and marijuana testing, and restitution, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office. Bridges sat out of all last season, and the NBA announced a 30-game suspension this past April, but 20 of them were eliminated as time served. Therefore, he missed Charlotte's first 10 games this season. This episode has an unusual title because of the holiday season. This episode is entitled Adeste Fideles, which is Latin for O come all ye faithful. So, who's raising eyebrows at the moment? Let's go to our highlight, the Sacramento Kings. For many years, the state of California could never have all 4 NBA teams do well simultaneously. Now they do, to some extent, minus the Warriors. The Sacramento Kings are 17-11 and 4th in the West. After their breakout year last season where they claimed the 3rd seed and lost to Golden State in the first round, the future is bright for the Kings. They have one of the most consistent and most exciting starting 5 in the league: De'Aaron Fox, Kevin Huerter, Harrison Barnes, Keegan Murray, and Domantas Sabonis. Murray exploded for 47 points on 12 of 15 shooting from three-point range on December 16th against Utah. Fox has also had a great year, averaging 29.6 points, almost 4.5 rebounds, 6.2 assists, and 1.6 steals per night. The ironic thing is that the Kings got better after they traded away Tyrese Halliburton to Indiana. Bringing in Sabonis and giving Indiana a franchise player was a win-win. Sacramento is an intriguing team, even though they were destroyed at home by the Boston Celtics, who was without Jason Tatum on Wednesday. I'm not saying Sacramento is guaranteed to win the championship this year, but they should is the key word there, should make the second round at minimum. Their next game is on Tuesday, December 26th at 10 p.m. They will visit the Portland Trail Blazers. Let's go to our low light, the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, Charlotte, are we ever going to see you blossom into a playoff contender again in our lifetime? The Hornets are 7-20, 13th in the East, and holding a 7-game losing streak. One of the Hornets' biggest problems is that superstar LaMelo Ball can't stay healthy. Ball only played 36 games last year, and he's only played 15 this season. Seriously, what is it with the Ball brothers and injuries? LaMelo's brother Lonzo plays for the Bulls, and we talked about a few weeks ago how Lonzo has been injured for the past few years. His playing days may be in doubt, who knows, but the Ball brothers have had some serious bad luck with injuries. Their other biggest problem, Charlotte that is the fact that they can't have nice things, ever. The Hornets haven't made the playoffs since the 2015-16 season, haven't been to the second round since the 2001-02 season, and they've never made it past the second round in their existence. Despite just falling short of the Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes, which was probably for the best, Charlotte got Brandon Miller as the second overall pick this year. Miller is putting up 14.6 points, 4 rebounds, and 2.2 assists in his rookie campaign. We already discussed Miles Bridges, and the Hornets also have solid veterans like Gordon Hayward and Terry Rozier. I guess Charlotte just has to trust the process and hope they can draft more gems. Because right now, no one looks at their schedule and says, "Yup, we got a tough one against the Hornets tonight." Their next game is on Tuesday, December 26th at 10:30. They will travel to face the LA Clippers. Let's go to our random stat. One player that has been criticized in his career for not getting it done is Joel Embiid. However, despite a concerning injury history and lackluster playoff endings, he did win MVP last season. Somehow, someway, Embiid gets better and better. In his last 9 games, the Cameroon native has averaged 40.2 points, 12.6 rebounds, 1.4 steals, and 2.1 blocks per game. No, I am not making those numbers up. Some fans were not convinced of this dominance, as the Sixers had faced the Wizards and Pistons twice and blew out the Hornets. However, against the Minnesota Timberwolves on Wednesday, Embiid dropped 51 points and 12 rebounds. Minnesota, by the way, has the best defensive rating in the league. He's averaging a career-high 35 points and 6 assists per game overall. If Embiid continues to shine like this, he might be in line for back-to-back MVPs. I believe he'd also be in the greatest Sixer of all time discussion if he can get a championship. Embiid has never made it out of the second round. Under Nick Nurse's direction and with James Harden out of the picture, Embiid has been the definition of that meme we've all seen, "Hole up, let 'em cook." South Philly is truly witnessing greatness. Finally, let's go to Game of the Week. For this week's Game of the Week, we have 5 of them. The Christmas Day slate. Christmas Day is tomorrow, Monday, December 25th, and the NBA has 5 great matchups as their present to us. The NFL rules Thanksgiving, but the NBA rules Christmas. First up is the Milwaukee Bucks at New York Knicks at 12 o'clock, followed by the Golden State Warriors at Denver Nuggets at 2:30, the Boston Celtics at LA Lakers at 5 o'clock, the Philadelphia 76ers at Miami Heat at 8 o'clock, and the Dallas Mavericks at Phoenix Suns will wrap things up at 10:30 p.m. All of those times are Eastern Standard Time. The last 4 champions, Denver, Golden State, Milwaukee, and the LA Lakers, are in this group. You can't have Christmas without a game at Madison Square Garden. I'll say the Bucks win that 114-102. The Warriors-Nuggets game should be a battle of shooters. Give me the Nuggets 123-118. Celtics at Lakers is a classic battle. LeBron James and Anthony Davis versus Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I'll take Boston 115-110. The Jimmy Butler Bowl, also known as Sixers Heat, is at 8 o'clock. 2 strong teams in the East will be fun to watch. The Sixers should win this 108-102. Finally, we get Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving versus Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. Bradley Beal is still out for Phoenix. I'll favor Luka and Kyrie's Mavericks 104-99. Well, that's all the time we have for today. If you haven't already, make sure to follow me on social media. I have 2 Twitter accounts and 2 Instagram accounts. The podcast accounts are under @Diehlman_NBA for both Twitter and Instagram. My personal Twitter is @LarryDiehlman18 and my personal Instagram is @Mr_Sports18. They are also in the description on SoundCloud. And don't forget to spread the word about Diehlman at halftime. To all my followers, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and see you next time, fellow Hoops fans.